Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday Evening Encore. We have a very hot topic, um, AI and all type of AI tools, ChatGPT, DeepSeek are the hot topics for this day and age. And some of you, some of you may have already have learned by now that AI is not new. It's actually been around for many, many years. We've been using AI, and we use AI when we've been emailing and when we're having Google to do certain things. It's simply has gotten smarter and faster, smarter and faster. So tonight's topic, thank you for joining in, human versus machine. How to win the AI arms race with a high converting brand voice. I hope everyone are doing well. All right. Let's get uncomfortable. Let's get uncomfortable and brutally honest. Your competition is not the influencer across town or that course creator with prettier graphics. Your biggest competition are robots, algorithms, automation tools that don't sleep, don't eat, and don't overthink. They do not have egos. They do not have pride. They do not get emotional. Chat bots are writing captions with some very scary hooks. And it's all about the hook, all about the hook. And yet, most business owners are still posting like it's 2019 and we're 2025. So here's the question that should be keeping you up at night. If AI can generate your content, why should anyone choose you? If AI can generate your content, why should anyone choose or use you? Tonight's topic on Wednesday Evening Encore, we're going to do a deep dive into the human versus machine, how to win the AI arms race with a high converting brand voice. Because while tech is catching up, your brand voice is what keeps you ahead. Your personal brand voice is what's going to keep you ahead. So let's get into it. We always start off with a story, and we have a story that someone we recently consulted, and her name is Danny. Danny is a wildly smart, self-taught designer who has built her business one reel and one referral at a time. She has tried AI tools to save time, and that worked. But then suddenly, everything started to sound like everyone else. So here's what happened as a result of that. Her engagement flatlined, her inquiries dropped, and people stopped replying to her emails. Why is that? Because AI created all of her content. It stripped Danny of her voice. It stripped Danny of her nuances. It stripped Danny of her quirks, right? It stripped her of her voice. Once Danny doubled down on what made her sound like her, like I mentioned, her quirks, her tones, her hot takes, her unfiltered voice, unfiltered truth, it all bounced back. And when she bounced back hard. As a result, she booked out and referrals start back to be like wildfire for her. Why? Because she dared to sound like a human in a machine driven or made world. Here's the problem that most entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people who are it's a lot of entrepreneurs, coaches, designers who work solo, and that's absolutely okay. That's absolutely okay. You have all the tools to do that, and now that you have tools, it can give you the opportunity to be able to scale. If you ever got to that point where you couldn't see past 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, because of some tools that we have now with AI, you can scale your businesses up to 350 to 500 to 700, even a million plus, because there are tools that we can put into place these days, and we have, in order to be able to do that. So, here's the problem. We want to be very clear. AI is not a threat to your creativity. Generic branding is. Most women entrepreneurs are unknowingly flattening their brilliance by outsourcing their voice to tools that can't replicate them, can't replicate their emotions, can't replicate their nuances, cannot replicate you, right? Here's the real danger. When your brand sounds like ChatGPT, or if it's on autopilot, you stop standing out. People may be able to read your captions and they may sound good, but they won't remember you. And worse, they won't buy from you. Why is that? Because no one is loyal to content that doesn't feel like a person. I'm going to repeat. No one is loyal to content that doesn't feel like a person. How do you solve that? Well, the solution: build a high converting brand voice that's so clear, so bold, so unmistakably you that even the smartest machine couldn't fake it. Your voice is your conversion edge. Your voice is your conversion edge. It's how you turn those browsers into buyers, those lurkers into leads, and content into clients. So as we do every week, I've outlined or prepared for you 5 action tips, five high impact, not just action tips, 5 high, HIGH, high impact action tips. I have 5 of them. And, if you miss these, you can catch the re-record that's either on Instagram or on YouTube. You can go back to review them. So here's how you can win the machine versus human versus the machine war. Number 1, excuse me, use pattern interrupts in your openers. Use pattern interrupts in your openers. Start by posting some surprising questions, some jarring statements, some bold claims. Now, why does that work? Because you disrupt the scroll and spark curiosity. Number 2, write how you speak. Write how you speak, but don't filter through confidence. Stop over polishing things. Stop trying to get it perfect. Start by being unmistakably you. Unmistakably you. And yet be bolder. Now, why does that work? Your authentic voice builds trust and it builds attention. Number 3, Infuse emotional contrast. Be raw uh, and refined, vulnerable and strategic, smart and silly. Why does that work? Because, you know, uh, people follow people that feel multidimensional, not just marketable. Number four, create a signature phrase or style. So example, my signature phrase on Wednesday, WINSDAY, Wednesday. Another signature phrase that I have is great day. I don't say good morning. Another signature phrase that I have that many people know me by is if someone asks me how I'm doing, I'm grateful and thankful. Create a signature phrase or a signature style, something that you say often that becomes your audio logo. Now, why does that work? Repetition builds recognition, and recognition builds conversions. Number five, use call to action punchlines that sound like you and not a script. Instead of using the word book now, perhaps curate something special for you, such as, you know, let's turn this overthinking into income. So create a call to action, a CTA that sounds like you. Now, why does that work? It cuts through it cuts through the noise and it sounds like a human. Now, for those of you who are tuning in for listening, I've created a shortcut for you. I've created a shortcut. I have recently released what's called, and I want you to download it. It's the high converting brand voice swipe file. It's called the high converting brand voice swipe file. In it, you'll get 12 plug and play templates, social captions, email subject lines, and sales page copy. It is specifically written for women entrepreneurs just like you. It's tailored to fit the time-strapped solopreneur, the launch first coach, the growth-oriented consultant, and the creative service provider, and also that side hustler that's a dreamer. But if your personality has some immaturity that people can detect and they don't take you seriously, how do you deal with that? I'm going to screenshot this because I'm going to answer that in a Q&A. Thank you for asking that very much. And what I'll do is once I answer it so that everyone will be able to see it, I will tag you in it as well so that you will be able to get that. Thank you. So that high converting brand voice swipe file, I have a link in IG and I'll have a link on YouTube. I have it for only $15. It's fast. It's a good way to sound bold. It's certain things in there that you can tweak in order to be able to have your own sound, as well. But it makes you sound bold. It makes you sound confident, and it's cash converting. It's cash converting. I was just talking to a buddy of mine earlier this morning. He has a dynamic product. And I told him, I said, listen, you're doing a lot of marketing, a lot of good marketing, but it's not selling. There's a difference when it comes to marketing and to sales. There's a difference when it comes to marketing and branding. There's a difference when it comes to marketing and advertising. There's a difference when it comes to marketing and public relations. There's a difference. Because you're marketing well doesn't mean that things are going to sell. There are things that have to be injected into your sales copy, into your messaging in order to get things to convert. There are some people who have really mastered conversion, have mastered sales, and their products are horrible. You have a great product. I want to help you to be able to convert your particular sales copy because you're marketing, you're doing some really good marketing. I watch a lot of you. You're doing a really good job at marketing. But when it comes to that sales, when it comes to conversion, you may not be seeing your conversion as high as you would like it to. And there's a reason why. And it's very simple. This sales copy, this high converting brand voice swipe file, all you have to do is copy and paste. Very simple. You copy and paste, you plug and play, it's ready to go. It's 12 plug and play templates, sales captions, email subject lines, sales copy, sales page copy, specifically written for women entrepreneurs just like you. It's fast, like I mentioned, it's bold, it's confident, and it's converted. But it doesn't, it takes out all the hours in rewriting your drafts. Things such as ChatGPT, it's a good tool, but you still have to be able to tell ChatGPT what to output for you in order, you got to prompt it right in order to get you some good outputs. And that's why everything sounds like everything that's out there, because ChatGPT is making all the decisions, or AI is making all the decisions. It's taking your voice away. So we're giving you the tools to give you your voice back, and we've done all the work for you. The link is in the bio on ChatGPT on IG, and also it will be in the YouTube description. So let's get some more perspective getting. Let's not forget that machines don't build movements. People do. Entrepreneurs, women like you, solopreneurs like you, coaches like you, hustlers like you, consultants like you, service providers, solopreneurs like you. If you've been second guessing your writing, diluting your personality, outsourcing your voice for the sake of saving time, it's time to come back to your power, because people don't buy from perfect brands. They buy from brands that sound like someone they can trust. So if you're ready to sharpen that voice, increase your conversion, never sound like a copy and paste caption that you got from ChatGPT or DeepSeek again, let's take that next step together. I have set up for you a free 15-minute personal consultation. You can also see the link in that in my IG. I'll have a link also in YouTube description. It's free, 15 minutes. We also have on our website, inmm.group, www.inmm.group. We have tons of free strategy tools that are out there, information that's out there as well. Your voice isn't optional, it's your engine. Your voice is your engine. So let's tune it up. So before we wrap, some of you who were tuned in last week are aware that I started talking about, a course that we're building. It's almost finished. It is the Brand Brilliance course. You'll be the first to hear it before it even goes live. I'm opening up the door soon. And if you get those of you um, who get that copy that I was mentioning to you about, that high converting brand voice swipe file, those of you who get that will get a special invitation to that particular course. And like I said, you're hearing it first now. We're going to be opening the doors up to that brand new course. And my guys, this one is going to be exclusively for women entrepreneurs. It's called Brand Brilliance, the unfiltered blueprint for women entrepreneurs who refuse to blend in. So if you're done trying to sound professional and ready to sound powerful, then this course is built for you. There are more details coming soon, but I warn you, this won't be for everyone. This is for the women entrepreneurs who are building bold, unmistakable, profitable personal brands, who are ready to get to work, who are going to put in the work. This is who this is built for. So next week's episode of WinsDay Evening Encore, I have entitled it "The Authority Hijack." Get Forbes level cred in only 24 hours. It's not about faking influence. It's about claiming it. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So make sure you follow, share, save, turn on notifications, because if your brand voice isn't converting, this is your moment to transform it. I appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you for those of you who have spent some time. Those of you who have spent the time throughout this whole live. And if you found value, please share it, recommend it to others, share it to others as well. I am Christopher D. Thomas, and this is your WinsDay Evening Encore. So what I want you to do is to go out, create your success louder, bolder, clearer, and more you than ever. Until next time, have a great one.